Hi friends and welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and start on a general reading for Aries. This will be for the weekend. So let's see what's coming up in the energies. What's around Aries? I feel like I want to use the Angel Tarot to give us some guidance. Okay, Spirit Angels and Guides, please show us for Aries. And what do they need to see? What do they need to acknowledge? Show us what's coming up in the energies for Aries. Fire, you're ready. Page of Wands, so messaging or a person who's younger, but you could also be feeling ready for something new. Eight of Wands, more fire in the cross. So Aries, Leo, and Sag, people who are ready. They're like, I'm on it. Three of Wands, you're waiting, you're anticipating. The Magician is here, Gemini energy, someone with ideas and skills. Could be you having solutions. All of a sudden it just started pouring rain, like just pouring. Let's see, what's in the past affecting High Priestess? You know something to be the case, and Eight of Cups. You want to walk away. You're like, you know, an emotional walk away is kind of like, you know, following your emotions, but you are also stoic with the High Priestess. So what comes up into the future? A King of Swords and a King of Pentacles. So someone tells you, or you tell someone, it's future energy, definite, definitive, this is what it is. So you get justice. You get justice here. So you get major arcana for things being made fair. Corrections. This Libra energy of balancing of the scales. There's a Water King, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They're making a big commitment to you with the Ten of Pentacles. It could also be someone who really cares about you very much. This person's coming into the energies. They're going to tell you why is it they want to get their point across. What is your motivation here, Aries? Wow, all the kings. Under a lot of pressure and surprised, we have a King of Fire. So there's a fiery, passionate, there's an emotional, there's a logical and definitive, but you're coming in as major arcana for justice. Wow, okay, so Ten of Pentacles. Commitments that are permanent. It can be like a windfall where you get a big amount all at once. Why is it Knight of Swords? Why does it come in like that? Wow, okay. There's someone who isn't telling the truth with the Seven of Swords. That's the energy of trickery, deception. Seven of Swords can also be the industry. So any seven is, so when you go through the numerology when you're dealing with tarot and astrology and you look at the numbers, you know, ones are new beginnings, twos, etc. But when you get to six, you've overcome a certain point in your life where you feel like this needs correction, because fives need to shift. So fives are needing correction, needing to shift. You've already gone past the shift, which could have been 2012. because the year 2012 was a shift, just like 1987. This could be a new shift. Apparently, as far as the star seeds and galactic energies, if you believe in the Galactic Council and the Galactic Federation, etc., but I'm also a Christian, but I do embrace galactic energies. No, I believe that there is, you know, a galactic something going on. We see UFOs and aliens. Anyway. So you're already past the shift, and now it's an industry. This is what it is. Kind of like Instagram. Like, we've already established that people use Instagram and TikTok and all the stuff. So now it's an industry of like information generating where, you know, somebody uses the information, they don't share it, they want to use it for an enterprise. So the next shift after a 7 is an enterprise. All 8s are an enterprise. Like, well, this is what we've got. And then when you get to a 9, you're kind of like, well, I've got everything I need and I don't need, you know, it's kind of like you're a brand name or something like that. Jeez. Oh, it's so loud. Oh no. So 8 of Rods and the Cross. There is an enterprise building from an industry of swiftness in the information. Kind of like drama, or there's an industry of when someone's always causing drama, it's like panic, a panic industry. And it's not altogether true with the 7 of Air. So there's like 1, 2, 3 kings that come in and say, okay, we're changing, we're going to shift. This is an enterprise or it's not an enterprise. We're going to take it back a notch and we're going to just go the easy way. So your energy is Major Arcana Justice. What is this King of Swords doing? Who or what is the King of Swords? I think it's a major. Oh, it's an emperor. So you're dealing with authority, real authority. It could be you, it could be somebody else. The emperor represents structured leadership, official leadership. It can be a self-made individual, but it kind of really means official. An official leadership. So around the energy is swiftness of industry, of information. Okay, 3 of Cups, 2. Social or emotional connection. Friends, basically friends or community. But you end up, so you go from justice, which is enforcing the sword, or enforcing regulation, or enforcing law enforcement, or something like that. It doesn't have to be law enforcement. It could just be a balancing of the scales in your mind. Things become okay. 10 of Pentacles is the outcome. So there's something very stable and very established. The 10s are established. Like, okay, it's established. 9s are like, we have everything we need. We don't really need more. But when you're a 10, you're established. So why is there a High Priestess? Something you know that you don't want to share. Why is that there? Something you know that you don't want to share. Oh my gosh, it's Major Arcana Moon. It's secrets or deception. Things that are not shared behind the scenes. It can also be you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid to reveal what you know. There is a 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is established independently. Independent energy. So who's coming in with the 7 of Swords here? The Knight of Fire. So you have motion energy, fire in motion and air in motion. A lot of activity. But there's Seven of Swords with... Why is it Seven of Swords, though? Why is it not honest? Or why is it not shifting to an enterprise? What is the 7 and why is it not shifting? Oh my God, because it's a 7 of Cups. Somebody doesn't understand. So you're dealing with a person who is building themselves, establishing themselves, any kind of situation where it's in the process. It's in the process of being developed, but it's not there yet. It's always in motion. It's always moving. It's always here, there, and everywhere. It could also be kind of like a traveling circus. Like, it's here, we're building, and then we're moving here again, like traveling gypsies. Because they're air energy, but they're 7 as well, which means, like, we don't want to say... So there's a traveling gypsy energy. Why do you have 10 of Pentacles? Why does it end up established? There's another king. A decision is made here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This person is going to commit. Or you're going to commit. Why are you Justice here, Aries? Why are you Justice? Okay, there's a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you are doing the right thing. You're doing the karmic thing. You already shifted. You shifted what you felt isn't fair. So you went from a 5 of Pentacles to a 6 of Pentacles. You shifted from what you felt is not appropriate or not right to what is right. It says possibly a new career opportunity, receiving a loan, paying off debt, gifts, money, time, good news. 8 of Air. Why does that come in? Gemini. Oh, because of the 7s. So somebody who's moving water, again, sort of that traveling gypsy energy. They feel over here, and then they feel over here, and then they feel over here. They come in as paranoid or trapped or isolated, feeling like they can't pinpoint. Okay. So what's the outcome then? King of Earth, 10 of Earth. What's that? 6 of Air. Things get easier for you. I think some of you have shifted already. Maybe you just know that you're like, well, if I'm going to develop an enterprise, maybe some of you want to skip over the industry part of it, and you're just like, well, I'm just going to go straight to independent contractor. 9 of Pentacles. I'm not going to put myself through electrician trade school just to learn to put in a light bulb. Like, that's kind of what it is. It's like somebody's going through the motions and the trades to learn, and they're here, they're over here, and then they doubt themselves. You're like, I'm already the Empress. So you're already the Empress, 6 of Air. You're like, I've already shifted. I don't argue with people. I don't resent you, or you don't resent someone. The 8, you're building an enterprise, or there's an enterprise that is being built and developed and established. But you're thinking, well, I want more than that. I want more than just an enterprise. You're like, I want to be the goddess, the Empress. I mean, some of you are like, you have really high standards. Queen of Wands, Ace of Fire, Queen of Air. You could be dealing with an air sign. Your energy is queen, or you could be dealing with 2 queens, 2 women, air sign and fire sign. There is a broken heart or very upset ideas. 3s are patterns. Any 3 is a pattern. So it's like, this has happened before. You know, 3s are like yesterday, today, tomorrow. It just keeps happening, and you can count on it. I mean, not all broken hearts are you can count on, but so you have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have this energy of moving, coming and going with industry of developing and page. So curious, asking questions, wanting to know the answers. You move out of this energy. Why are you Six of Air? You totally move out of this energy. You get the truth. Very good. Okay, about this development, the Ace of Swords. So you get the truth about this development. It is real. It is based on the past too. There's some nostalgia about it. So this could be a pattern. It could have happened to you before. You go through healing though. I like this. You go through healing of the Star card. So you're going through kind of like a cleanse. Like, I'm healing. Like, so when you're healing, it's usually because you went through something hard. You're injured, or you're emotionally injured or wounded. You're wounded. So when you're wounded, you go into the Star phase, like, okay, I'm healing, but you're not in that. You're in this energy of I'm balancing. I'm Six of Pentacles and Justice, because I know about the development of, I don't know, it just seems like Eight of Cups and Death. You're just like, I'm done. Like, I'm not involved in this. There's an industry of information, feelings. There's no wand energy in it. So it's illusions. It's creating illusions. It's not real. But there definitely is real investment. There's real practical documentation, and there is action. So there is documentation and action and developing and moving. There's paranoia with that. And these two queens, two feminine energies. This could be like changing locations, because there is a death. So something closes out a cycle. The end of a phase. There's also the Sun card behind it, which is a happy outcome. There's also a Nine of Cups behind that, which means wishes that come true and wish fulfillment. There's a Ten of Swords and the Fool. So it's the end of a cycle and the start of a new one. I like this energy a lot. I mean, actually, like, this is not easy. But in your energy, you're like, I'm just straight to Major Arcana, which is the Celestial. You're like, I just get out the Bible and pray. Or I just go to court and file a document. I mean, because it could be that. I mean, Six of Pentacles is like you're balancing the scales in a way that is necessary. For some of you, it is legal, you know, where you're like, well, I'm going to countersue, or I'm going to file a claim against you. But your energy is Major Arcana and a little bit of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So for you, it's like not really an enterprise. This is like, okay, it's something I'll contribute to, but it's not, you know, my thing. You end up as the individual with quality, or there's some matriarch of quality around this, and then there's a firm connection to shifting out of conflict. You do get what you want with the Sun and the Nine of Cups, and you have the solar plexus, third chakra, joy chakra being activated. So happy. So Nine of Cups and Sun. Just take a look at that. So it says, your wish comes true, concerns fade away, and you have a love of life. There is a death energy around it. So something ends and closes out this cycle of like crazy circus. It's like a circus. And you just walk away. You're like, I'm just... You could just be like, I don't care anymore. Okay. Patience. Community. So there could be something socially. Patience. Needing to be tolerant. Patient. Something that's swift action. So there's a lot of motion and then there's a lot of worry. Like somebody spends a lot of time up in their head thinking about, that's externally to you. A woman holding a coin. Someone has anxiety about a journey, or someone, there's anxiety around a situation. There's also a man holding a coin. And there's abundance. So there's something about abundance here. Wealth and prosperity. You do come into that 10 of Pentacles. Okay, wow. So you're getting the yin and yang energy. You're getting the balance of the scales. Temple path. Going back to your spiritual side. Going back to your whatever spirituality that is for you. Oh, look at you. Contract. Justice. Indecision. You may feel pulled in a new direction. Financial constraints, and so some of you are getting a new job, or you have a new job coming in, because we have the door to abundance, or door to personal healing and abundance. And happiness. I'm wrong. The door to personal healing and happiness. The world and hostilities. My goodness. And envy. The angel of love and a woman holding a heart. Yeah, so this looks like, to me, Aries, you've already shifted, which is a good thing. You've already shifted your energy. Maybe many years ago, you realized, hey, like, choose the hill to die on? Like, this is not... This development of practical or real documentation followed by real feelings that develop that aren't certain, followed by information that is used but not truthful, or used in a way to... It's like building a case. So if you build a case against someone out of fear, or if you file documents against someone or something like that, says here, stand up for your beliefs, but justice is fair. I mean, justice is major arcana, so it has to do with the higher realms. 10 of Pentacles, coming into abundant, permanent. Abundant, permanent energy. Page of Wands. You could be excited. Page of Pentacles. Earth sign, younger. Something's being given to you. You're notified. Why is it... Okay, Two of Cups. You're in agreement with someone. It's exciting. You share an emotion. Why is someone around you developing this industry? So it could be anything at all. Why is it the industry of development with all these leaders? Oh, the Devil with tolerance. So trying to tolerate things that are not good. Somebody's trying to understand or tolerate something that's not good. So what's that about? Chariot card and the truth. Somebody's coming towards you, and you're going to find out the truth about a situation. The Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands. There could be a fire sign externally. It could be your energy. Your justice here. With a pentacle. So you're just balancing the scales. You're just kind of doing what you think is right. Any 5 needs correction. So you're like, well, I'm just doing what I think is right. 5 of Cups. There's some disappointment or feelings of sadness of having to move on. There's a King of Swords coming in with information. And what's this? 8 of Swords. Someone is very fearful and worried around you. And what do we have here? What do we have here? 5 of Coins. Something's not enough. Documents aren't enough. There's a Queen of Coin here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. 5. There's a lot of information. You're persistent. You're very persistent. You're very motivated. Some of you are wounded. Or you have a... Okay, 4 and 4. You want to hold on to what you have. 4 of Wands, 4 of Coin. You don't want to take any unnecessary risks, but there's some information that you don't like about this. And what do you have here? The Death. Okay, so there's a change or an ending with this coin, with this document, with something given. And why is it the Devil? Why is that there? 10 of Swords and Tower. Somebody feels really betrayed. Why is it a King of Water? Because it's Moon. Okay, could be dealing with a Cancer. Could be dealing with secrets or things that are deceptive. Okay, there's information coming in. Someone making a statement. Okay, here we have the Hero's Victory. Something public, or like, I've overcome this difficult situation. I'm riding high and feeling good. There is this pentacle being offered to you. And there may have been something where you went public. We have a King of Pentacles. This person is around the energy. Why are you Justice with 6 of Coin? Why? What's behind that energy? What's that? At the last minute. Inspired to go in a new direction. Motivated to go in a new direction. Wow, 7 of Swords. There's a lie around this energy. It's external to you, so there's something about this energy that's like not true. They're lying. Okay, so what is this about then? Why is there a lie? It's a 5 of Coins. So there's someone who's 5 and 5, so they need to shift. They're a 5 of Swords and a 5 of Pentacles. They blame or resent, and they don't have enough. It's the energy of imbalance. Feeling left out in the cold and resenting. There's a 9 of Cups here. There's satisfaction and happiness, but there's also defending your position or standing your ground. And then there's an official. There's someone in official authority. It could be you. It could be somebody around you, because you're defending your energy against that. Or you might be just feeling like I'm standing on higher ground. And then there's an energy of feeling like you don't want to stick around. Like you're like, I just want to leave. There is a Knight of Swords, so there is someone that loses their patience. They get upset. They get angry. Oh my goodness. to a Knight of Cups. So someone's being like genuine, and then this other person's like getting very angry. So there could be also, it's in motion, water in motion, air in motion. There's a commitment and a responsibility based on the past. There's a commitment and a responsibility from the past. So basically, it's like if somebody needs to shift their energy around you, Aries, and you're like in the energy of major arcana justice, like I want what's fair, I want correction, or not even like divine intervention, higher order. It brings you what you want with the Nine of Cups and Sun. The person around you is in this energy of they're trying to develop an enterprise. That's all I can say. Like, I'm trying to develop an enterprise around, you know, motion, like moving water, moving air, moving fire. That's why I called it like traveling gypsy energy. And if you stay out of the conflict and shift your energy and just stay out of it, just don't respond, don't talk. I don't know what it could be. I mean, it could be like journalists, people who are always kind of on the move. It's an energy that doesn't stay in one place. And it's also about, you know, kind of over here and then over there and then over here and then over there. And you're like, well, this is what it is. And I'm established permanently. And so I'm not going to fight with you on that. So I like that aspect. There is a death that occurs. It's like a finality. Something is a hard yes or a hard no. Waiting and expecting. That's official. What's going on here? Unexpected income and a gift. Some of you are being paid. I don't know what you're getting paid for, but... Oh, wealthy man. You're getting paid by a wealthy man. What are you getting paid for? A journey. Could be to travel. Sudden wealth. Look at that. I like that. From a mature woman in an occupation. Someone's wanting to kind of build a courtship with you, but under the deck was a false person. Feeling despair, wealthy man, coffin. Okay, let's see what's going on. There's a mature man, someone in the community, mature man, family room. Out of the dark into the light. A privileged lady is going to change. There's something in a marriage. Someone's suffering from poverty and they feel, and there's a thief around that energy. So there could be someone who, I don't know, because it looks like you benefit from somehow from this. Courtship. Someone's trying to get to know you. They want to know you, get to know you, something like that. Okay. Okay, so I've been doing this for like 6 years, guys, and a whole heck of a lot has happened in 6 years. Everything from COVID to, you know, I started this before COVID, and then all kinds of things. So my job is not to really like give my personal opinion, although I do, and it's hard not to sometimes because I consider myself trying to be a good person, you know. But my job is to just navigate the energies. Like, this is what's coming in, this is what's around. prepare. And then how do the planets, or how does everything kind of tie in together with what we're going through with the planetary shifts? Like, it is a real thing. Saturn is powerful. Saturn retrograde and then direct. Saturn will go direct through Aries for 2 years. So you have to be really careful, like what you do, what you say, what you agree to commit to, because Saturn wants a commitment. So show us again what's going on for Aries. Show us what they need to see. Any other messages? Riding high on the victory horse. Overcoming a challenge. Under the deck is 5 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Building an enterprise that is practical. Other people here socially. Feeling inspired to go in a new direction. You're dealing with feelings based on the past, which is good and bad. So if you have past trauma, 8 of Pentacles is crossing your energy. The energy of building an enterprise, being very meticulous, maybe even being slow. You come into your 9 of Pentacles. Your energy again is justice. So I can't say anything else. Like, you are the major arcana for correction. And 9 of coin. So what is going on? What is being corrected? This person who doesn't know what's going on. 7 of cups. That's the industry of emotional turmoil. You're like 6 of air. I'm out of there. I don't care for that. 8 of cups. I'm in an enterprise of, you know, all 8s are an enterprise. So you've built an enterprise of feeling good about you, feeling good. Ace of Cups, the next 8 of Cups, next is 9. So this is like a person who doesn't know what they want. It could also be like if you're dating. I'm with someone who doesn't know what they want in life. They don't know if they want kids, if they don't know where they want to live, they don't know what they want to do. They don't know anything. They're just daydreaming all day. So the sun shines on it. So you're meant to see it, whatever it is. Why is someone so confused? Their head's in the clouds. Why is that? It's a habit. 2 of Pentacles. There could be a person who has a drug habit. Like, they literally don't know, like, their right from their left. 7 of Swords. There's a lie around that. Okay, so what are you doing with the outcome here, Aries? Wow, you feel like you have to make a commitment to this situation. You feel like you have to be responsible and commit to it. But you don't like something about it. You don't want to have to commit to it. Why is 3 of Cups the root of the issue socially? Okay, so this person is always in, always out, under a lot of pressure. A great success has been achieved. Then they're in, they're out, and they're under pressure. Or you're under pressure. There's the Devil here with the Knight of Cups. So somebody could be trying to persuade you to do something that you know is false, like fraud. Okay. Yeah. And there's a pentacle behind it, so it is established. An Earth Queen, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a moon behind that, so there's something not real, falsified. Why do you feel like I'm going to walk away, but I have to commit to this? What is the commitment? Why do you have to be responsible for. Seven of Pentacles. The development of the enterprise of documentation or something like that. Understanding, trying to be grounded, trying to understand, and be tempered when you find out this information. Your energy is dealing with justice. You come into a 9 and a 10 of Pentacles. So established orders, established homes, established whatever, jobs. You're also dealing with the devil, which is like corruption. What is corrupt right here? The death. And the emperor. Okay, so there could be any kind of ending. The emperor is authority or established authority. What comes in with 9 of Pentacles? A King of Wands. Someone's taking action. They're involved. They're doing something they want to do on their own. And how are you committing to something? Okay, how are you committing to something when you have the information to stay, to try to understand? Somebody tells you something, King of Swords, very direct, the final word, you're going to heal and recover. You have to commit to what this scenario is offering you or telling you by keeping your cool, staying calm, understanding. Okay, I may feel this way, but this is what it is. You commit to this situation that is predictable, habits or something that is predictable based on what you have developed, healthy habits or bad habits. The person around you is dealing with also 777. They're dealing with industry of habits. You come into healing though. 8 of Swords, 8 of Fire. So there's an enterprise of fire and air. What happens with that? The discovery. Okay, Major Arcana and 3 of Swords. Something is found out personally. Somebody finds something out. They discover it and they shine the lamp on it. And you're healing and recovering. And you're in justice. So why are you in justice here, Aries? There's a conflict around a situation where you don't want to talk, you don't want to discuss, you don't want to give your information, or you don't want to talk to someone who just wants to fight with you or something. Why is there the death here? It's what you anticipate, or it's what somebody is anticipating, preparing for a change. And it is something exciting. How does it lead to your 9 of Cups? How does it lead to Aries 9 of Cups? Because it's a wish coming true. There's a Page of Cups. How does it turn into a 9 of Water? Because it's an Ace of Pentacles to an Empress. So there's a much better offer coming your way. There's something that's discovered, found out, lighting the way. The Empress, the Goddess, the Matriarch. We do have the Judgment, Day of Judgment or Reckoning. We have some Chariot, Magician, someone's determined to overcome and go forward. And there's an energy of I don't care, I don't want it, refusing around that. Not interested or refusing or rejecting. Well, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoy this reading. Just remember, you can handle anything. You can handle any traveling gypsy. You can handle absolutely anything here. And the universe always has your back. The universe is not going to hang you out to dry and leave you with nothing. The universe always has your back. So I'll leave it there, Aries. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.